What's cracking, YouTube? What's going down? Another late night show with your boy. We're going to smoke, we're going to talk, we're going to do whatever. You know how we do it. Just chilling. Getting pumped up for this, for tomorrow. Can't wait till the Ravens kick the shit out of the Chiefs. But what me and you and everybody else in the nation is really waiting for is for us to smash all over the San Diego Chargers. And I think we're going to be able to do that. Because, I don't see how they got better. I don't know how anybody else can think they got better just because they got a coach. Don't mean their team don't suck. And believe me, they suck, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. I might be wrong. Hopefully I'm not. But yep. Salute to you guys out there. What up, Estrada? Hope you're doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Glad to see somebody's out there wide awake in YouTube land. Your boy comes on late night, like midnight productions. I always got something creepy going on at night. Boys up late, doing what I do. Kicking it with the people that I like to kick it with. Those who like to kick it with me like to come on and kick it with me. Those who don't, that's all right. We'll treat them like mushrooms, feed them shit, and keep them in the dark. Woo. Like Ric Flair says, diamonds are forever, and so am I. So, yeah. Let's talk about later stuff, shall we? What's up? Yes, Sunday. Yep, getting more excited too, man. Like I said, I got us winning at least 10 games, minimal winning 10 games. I can't see how we can't, really. If this defense and stuff is as good as they say they are, I know Minshew can get the job done, dude. I know he can do it. Just needs to get some time in, especially with Devontae. They haven't been really able to touch base yet, and work out together. But hopefully they're working out together right now, and they're getting their timing down and all this stuff. Because I'll tell you one thing, he's definitely not afraid to throw the ball. He's definitely not afraid to throw an interception. That's for damn sure. And that's all right. I don't mind a gunslinger. What up? Welcome. Nice to see you. Ricky Johnson, nice of you to come by. You're all welcome here, whether you like me or not. It's all good. You're entitled to your opinion. I won't. So what's up with you? What's going on? Let's see. What is? Oh, I think it's going to be 24 to 10. That's what I think it's going to be there. Anthony Estrada. Yeah, I think we're going to beat them 24 to 10. It might even be more than that, but that's my expectation personally. I expect a little bit more than that. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah, good to see you, Ricky Johnson. Or Nick Johnson, I'm sorry. I can't see right now. Is it Nick Johnson? Yeah, good to see you, Nick Johnson. Yep, I'm about to do it right now. Yep, just chilling and smoke and talk a little bit of Raider shit. Yep, yep. Or you want to talk about something in particular, we can talk about that. Your boy don't care. I'm not on here trying to get monetized. I'm not on here trying to get any money, none of that. I'm just on here trying to talk and chill with my boys, talk some Raider shit, and talk on current events if that's what you want to talk about. Whatever you want to do, I'm game for whatever. Yeah, all right, Nick. Nice to meet you, man. Right on for coming by. Yeah, I think if the defense is out like they said they are, and we can get physical and stop the run, I definitely think that that's what it's going to have. That's what it's going to come down to. Really, is whether or not we can stop the run, especially with 2 weeks in a row, because we're going to have to play the Ravens. Both of the hardballs like to run the ball, so one's just hasn't built their team, hasn't built the team yet. But the Ravens, we beat them last year or the year before, so I'm not too worried about that. We can hold our own with those guys as long as we can stuff the run and make Lamar throw. I think we're good. So like I said, that's why I got us winning so many games because there's only games that 5 or 6 games that I think we're capable of really losing. I mean, not we should be able to beat the Browns. We should be able to. Yeah, that's for sure. It's a good. It's a good experience to get out there and check out tailgate and stuff. It's all good. But it's cool to get out there and mingle with people, man. I know a lot of people think Raider fans are are aggressive or whatever, but we're actually probably some of the coolest fans that are in the league. You just can't, not everybody's going to like anybody anyway in any fan base. People don't like each other anyways when we're not fans. So, you're just going to have disagreements with people anyway. So you can just expect shit to happen that's going to happen. And that's just the way it's going to go down. And, you got to have this leather skin. You're going to be a Raiders fan because people are going to talk all kinds of shit. We haven't done nothing in 40 years. We haven't won a playoff game in over 20 years. They're going to talk their shit, and rightfully so. But you just got to be able to suck it up and say, all right, yep. Hopefully our team gets their shit together. Hopefully our organization starts running this shit better. But to be honest, they haven't been doing that. It's going to take a while, obviously, right? Yeah, Al Michaels likes like the Raiders. When we won the championship to go to the Super Bowl when we won the AFC championship. I remember Sean Madden walking down into the locker room. Should have had the biggest smile on his face, dude. Like, yeah, we're finally back. It was a great feeling from like '98 when Chucky got here, from '98 to 2003 were good years, really good years. You know, but we need to get a quarterback. We need to get somebody who's competent. You know, hopefully Minshew's that guy. That's what we put our money on. I think he's better than Jimmy G. That's for sure. He's definitely better than fucking who's the other fucking guy? Nick Foles or whatever the fuck we had. That other guy that was there, he fucking sucks too. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. We definitely do that. We are hella chill. Yeah, we do. We definitely got that dude. It's cool as fuck. That's Raider Renegade or Renegade Raider. Yeah, he's cool as fuck. I think that's dude's name. We got Gorilla. We got the Gorilla dude. He's cool as fuck too. He's at every game. Yeah, there's just certain people. We got all kinds of. We got Captain Jack. He's an older gentleman. He's been a Raiders fan forever, a lot longer than me. I've been 49 years, so but he's got a few years on your boy, so he knows a lot more about it than I do. I can listen to that guy talk Raiders all day. He's got all kinds of cool stories, I bet. Yeah, I like to listen to the old timers, man. A lot of people don't pay them guys enough homage. They went to a lot more games than I've ever thought about going to. At a lot cooler time too. When we were winning. They got some experiences, some stories to share and shit. Yep, true that, Nick. But yeah, hopefully, like I was saying, hopefully these guys get on the same page. We got Minshew's working out with the ones, so he's working out with Adams, Bowers, you know, Mayer, Myers. These guys are going to be on fire, dude. I don't know how. I don't know how we can. We just need the offensive line to do their thing. Oh, that's fucking dumb. Yep, it is our first game. You're right about that. It's going to SoFi. Yeah, it sucks that they did him like that, Anthony Estrada. That dude seems like he's cool, but that's what they do. They hate on us no matter where we go. Everywhere we go, any other city we go, we get hated on because they're all hoes. Yep, yep. That's how we do it. Can't wait till game night myself. But like I said, yeah, the offensive line's got to hold up. Hopefully, Colton Miller does a good job. Hopefully, he comes back where he's ready to go. JPJ, hopefully he's good to go. See what he's all about. Hopefully he's in shape. He's good to go, and he can come in and do some shit. Yeah, we need to get off to a good fast start. Like I said, we got a chance to easily go 5-1 or 6-0 these first 6 games, dude. Like really, we got a chance to really just knock it out right here, and you know, just have to hope that's all we. Hopefully, that's all we can do. That's what we got to do. We got to do it. We got to get a quick, fast start. But I want to win in November and December. That's what I feel like the best time to win is. It is what it is, man. They got to do what they got to do. I don't. That's why I don't usually buy Usually there ain't too many things that have specific cities written on the Raider gear. It usually just says Raiders. See, like this says Raiders. It says Raiders, Raider. It doesn't say Las Vegas Raiders. It just says Raiders. All the other gear says Raiders, except for the pin. It says Oakland Raiders. But yeah, a lot of their stuff just says Raiders on it. Yep. No, I got Oakland. I got a Los Angeles Raiders hat right here. Here's an LA Raiders hat I've had since, I don't know, 87, 88. That says LA on it. I got a leather. I got this back in like 98 when they came back to the Yay. That's a leather Raider hat. That says Oakland Raiders on it, but it's very small on the bottom. Yeah, no, exactly, man. The Panthers. I'm not really too worried about the Panthers, though, Anthony Provencio. I'm not really too worried about it. The Panthers. I think we can get them. I think we can get them easy. The only team I see, like I said, the only team I see us having a problem with is probably maybe the Ravens. I'm not. Bryce Young don't really have anybody to throw to, man. So until he gets somebody to run that he could throw to, and he can get somebody to run the ball, and and get some running game off of, and because he can't throw the ball 40 times a game and win the game right now. That's just how it is. He's got to get, just like any quarterback. There's only certain quarterbacks that are going to be able to take over a game like that and bring you back. And even they got to throw a run in again now and again. Got to run the ball every now and again to keep them honest. Otherwise, they'll just get in the dime or the nickel, and then they'll just sit back there and try and run a zone on you. or put two safeties over the top, and just make you chew up the middle. Make you play within 10 or 15 yards. That's what they do when they don't respect your speed on your team. They just keep shrinking down them safeties because if they ain't afraid of you going deep on them, they ain't got to worry about you going deep on them. So hopefully we got Tucker, and he's going to be able to take some of that pressure off, and they're going to have to respect our speed. If not, we've got to make them. They don't. He's got to catch the ball when they don't. That's opportunities. You got to make the best of them. If you don't, then you're going to come up short. That's why you play the game. Not every on paper we look great, but paper doesn't go out there and win games. Oh, what up? What's going on? How you doing, after party? What's going on, Fume? Good to see you, man. You haven't been live in a while. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly, Anthony. Oh, all right. You got married already? Damn. Congratulations, bro. Well, that's working out for you. That's a good plus. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. Oh, all right. Cool, man. Yeah, cool. As long as you guys love each other and care about each other, that's all that matters. Yeah. Where you guys going on your honeymoon? Where's the wedding at? Oh, all right. There you go. Well, then there you go, man. If you've never been happier and she makes you happy, that's all you need, man. Makes the world go around. That's all that matters. To me, makes you fucking makes your toes stick out. That's all good. Whatever you got to do you, bro, in this life. That's all that matters. Oh, cool. You're gonna play some fantasy football league? That's cool. Yeah, I'm not much of a fantasy football guy. Never have been. I'm not keen on all these guys' stats and stuff that they do. Like a lot of these guys are, got a really good memory and all this stuff that they remember and stuff. I don't can't remember all that stuff. I can get a cheat sheet, I guess, if your boy wanted to do all that. But your boy's not as serious about this stuff as some other people are. And, like I said, I'm on here just to give my opinion on a few things and what's our key to winning. Our key to the winning is going to be stopping the run, making them one dimensional, and obviously getting our ball to the wide receivers, like Vontae Adams, running the ball. Definitely got to do that, and definitely don't turn the ball over. And yeah, we do a few things. We definitely got a chance to make it happen, Captain. And that's our job. Our job is to make it happen. And we're going to have to do these things, especially if we want to talk about being physical. Right on, man. If you want to do that, just eat beef, bro. Stop eating the carbohydrates, tortillas and the corn. Stop eating seed oils. Eat real butter. Eat real stuff. Don't stop eating those corn oils and stuff. And I'll recommend that to everybody on here. Stop buying this garbage food and they can't give it to us anymore. Let that shit rot on the shelves. Nobody buy that bullshit, and then they'll have to buy it. Then they'll have to do send us what they do to Europe. They make Europe blend here too. They can't sell half of this shit that they sell us in Europe. They make Europe. Europe's got their own recipe. Why? Well, if they're doing it for Europe, how come they're not doing it for us? That shit scratches my fucking head all day long. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you mean, man. That's good, man. I'm happy for you, bro. I really am. Congratulations, man. Yeah, well, this whole attack thing, I don't know, bro. We don't got that kind of offense. This guy hired an offensive coordinator. He said, I want a coordinator that scores at least 24 points. Then they go out and hire Getsy, who puts up 17 points a game. Like we were putting up 16 points a game last year. Like what? 1 point? That's not good, bro. Like, that's what that's what pisses your boy off, bro. They're going to be running on the same offense as the 49ers and everybody else is running right now. The Lions, everybody's running this West Coast offense. Oh, I got you. Nice. I bet. Yeah, it's funny on how things change when you got something to live for. You when you're depressed all the time and you feel like it's all gloomy and shit. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the sun starts shining in your life. And then all of a sudden, oh shit, I want to go out and do some shit and all this stuff. There's no doubt about it. That's good, man. Go on some field trips, go to the beach, go do whatever you got to go do. Right on, bro. Thanks, team, for coming by. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming through. Hopefully, everything works out for you, bro. Yep, definitely Raider Nation. Raiders all day. Sharing it 100 times on Sunday. It's all good. Yeah, I can't wait to be watching the fucking football again, boys and girls. Who's ever out on YouTube watching? Thanks for hitting the likes. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming by and spending some time smoking out with your boy. I don't know. I'm not sure, Anthony Estrada. That's pretty crazy. Wow. Party pass, huh? That's crazy. Sounds like a pretty good package. Sounds like a pretty cool group package you got going on there, Anthony. Oh, you coming down, Nick? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming by, bro. I appreciate you. I'm not going this year, man. I got to take care of my mom, bro. I can't really do nothing until she passes on. I appreciate you coming by, bro. Hopefully you hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you again, bro. Have a good night. Be safe out there. Yeah, I want to go, but it's a little bit hard for your boy to get away, man. Can't really do that. Oh, right on. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. See you next time, then, bro. We'll smoke up next time. Once I figure out how to stream, I'll put the link up. You come up and chill. Or not, whatever. Oh yeah, no, I wish I was coming with all those going and hanging out with all those guys down there. But I can't go yet, man. But as soon as I can go, I want to. Yep. Thanks, man. I will, Nick. You have a good night, bro. Yep, yep, yep. No, I would love to go down there, Estrada, and go chill and go check out, go kick in with some fellow Raider fans and go watch and smash some shit. I've been to a few games in my life, dude, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you do what you do, sometimes you do what you don't. So yeah, fucking what else is going on, guys? What do you think is gonna happen Sunday? You pumped up for this week for the season to start up? Oh yeah, we were talking a little bit about that offensive line. That's right. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, if these guys can hopefully make holes for. Yeah, my boy don't really like this guy Zeus. My boy Ben hates this guy Zeus, but I have to agree he doesn't. He can't find the hole if it's right in front of him. Nice. Yeah, hell, I hear you, Anthony. I appreciate you for coming by, bro. I appreciate that. That's for sure. Yeah, but I can't. I'm really excited about this year. It's just the beginning of the year. We got a lot to we got a lot to be excited about. It's the beginning of the year, man. Everybody's 0-0-0, and like I said, we got a pretty good. I think we got a really good chance of going at least 5-1 right now. At least 5-1, if not 6-0, and that's going to be crucial because we'll drop a few games here and there, but there's reality too. There's teams that are a bit further along than us. But I think the teams that we're going to compete well against are right there. We're neck and neck with, and it's going to come down to coaching, and it's going to come down to play calling too, and making adjustments. It's not just going to be the players going out and making plays. They got to, the defense have got to make adjustments. The offense have got to make the right adjustments. And not at halftime. They got to make them on the fly. Good coaches make adjustments during the game at the moment. Not, oh, we're going to come out at halftime and then we're going to go in the third quarter and come out with a different game plan. That to me don't work. You got to be changing your game plan as the game goes. Yeah, I was excited. It's been a long time since we were able to be excited about the defense going out on the field and making stops. It's been a long time since that's been happening. Like last year, the second half of the year, a lot of people were pumped up about it. I was pumped up about it, and I hope that they keep that same energy, dude. You know, that's important that they keep that same energy. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen when these guys are on here doing their thing, and it's just how now that they got their way, now that Antonio Pierce has got the job, are they going to come out with that same fire you know, that, that's what we're going to see. And are we going to see it for 17 games this year? Or are we going to see it through 4? Or are we going to see it for 5 or, 11? You know, are they going to start quitting in the middle of the third or early in the fourth into the fourth quarter and start quitting on the game if it's close like they used to? Giving up. These are all questions that need to be answered. Are they going to be physical enough to stop the run and make teams one dimensional? Max and Wilkins and Kuntz and whoever else is going to be taking up that second defensive tackle position can get to the quarterback and get their sacks or cause interceptions or batted up balls or fumbles or just wreak havoc on these quarterbacks. That's the plan. That's what they got to do. But they didn't look too convincing against the Cowboys' second team. So we'll see. But we were just running a vanilla defense, base 4-3 or 3-4, whatever they were running, or base nickel or whatever they decided to run, which is all right. Well, that's what I'm talking about, dude. The offensive coordinator job hire is horrible to me. And I wasn't one. I didn't like really. I had two other coaches way ahead. Even I had a hardball that I would have hired. But I don't own the team, and it ain't on me. I wasn't up for Pierce or hardball. I wanted somebody else. Well, really, yeah, it does depend on the. What it really depends on whether or not the system's going to fit Minshew. That's what it means to me. That's what it is to me. Is if the system is designed around Minshew, and because if it's a good system, then he's good in it, then he will be good. But if it's something that it's not going to be good at, or he's not, then no, he's not going to be good in it. You want to play to his strengths. You don't, you don't want to bring in some. You don't want to. How can I explain? You don't want to bring in like a shotgun quarterback and make him an under the center quarterback, and you don't want to bring in a under the center quarterback and make him play shotgun. You want to play to his strengths. You want to do what he's good at. And we have competent players on the offense where we can design plays around the other players, and all he's got to do is give him the fucking ball, deliver the ball. Excuse me. If he's capable of getting them the ball, we're capable of winning all of these games, you know? And there's no reason why we can't. They just got to score touchdowns. When you're in the red zone, you got to have long, sustained drives, and you can't kick field goals at the end of them. Because if you kick field goals at the end of them, you dominate the whole half, and you got 6 points. If they come out in the third quarter and run it back, you're down 7-6. All that hard work you've been doing for nothing. Who did I want on what? Anthony Estrada. Oh, on the quarterbacks between AOC and Minshew, I wanted Minshew. I already had a feeling it was going to be Minshew. Oh, what coach did I want? I wanted that. Well, there was two guys that I wanted. Well, three. Two. One of them is Johnson from the Bengals, the head coach from the hey G, what's cracking? Uh, uh, Johnson is from the Lions, the head coach from the Lions, or the offense coordinator for the Lions. I wanted to get that guy. Right, he's looking damn good. I like that guy. And then the guy is and then Lou something from the defensive coordinator from the Cincinnati Bengals. And then I was also wanted maybe Callahan, which his dad was a head coach at the Raiders back in the day, and when we went to the Super Bowl. And so that's his son, and his son already got a head coaching job, but he was the offensive coordinator over there at the Bengals. Luke, I can't remember his name right now. What up, G? I hope you're having a good night. But yeah, those were my three picks over all of those other guys. The Lions. I really like the way the offensive coordinator was called the plays for the Lions. Yep, I'd have to agree with them. Hold on one moment. I'll be right back. Let's crack in. Yeah, I definitely like the Lions guy. He definitely could call a good game. It's crazy how they fell apart in the NFC Championship game against the Niners. Got 200 yards in the first half, basically running the ball, and then just couldn't do anything in the second half. It's just amazing to your boy. Good to see you, G. I'm glad you came through. Thanks for coming through, hitting the like button, saying hi. Definitely good to see you. It's good to hang out with you on the panel over there on Bean Lokes. Dankin and Drinking. Give him a shout out. Go check him out if you haven't been over there. Dankin and Drinking. It's a pretty cool show. I'm just chilling. Going to be taking care of my mom and watching, hopefully watching the Ravens run all over the Kansas City Chiefs. Pretty much what I'm got going on. Those are my plans. Try and get that going. Be happy about it. You know how to do it. That's how we like it. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do all day. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much just it's pretty much what I do, man. Just take care of my mom and make sure she's happy. Sometimes I get a little I don't know, I get a little frustrated, but it's just because I spend so much time. It could have been avoided if she just took care of herself a little better. But she's my mom and she took care of me, so I got to take care of her. It's the cycle of life. Get used to it. Yeah, yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's I appreciate that, Anthony Estrada. Someone's got to do it, and you can pay a nurse to come in and do it. You know, you don't know what kind of quality of care you're going to get from that. And yeah, you just got to hurry up and wait. Right now, she can barely walk. Right now, she fell down a while ago and hurt her hip. She's got osteoporosis or whatever. So she might have fractured her hip, and then the other morning she fell too. Yeah. I got up to go to the bathroom and stuff, and she was in the bathroom. So I went downstairs. I came back up, and she was laying on the floor. I was like, oh, damn. That ain't good. She's like twice the size of your boy. So I'm like, God damn, I got to pick you up off the floor. It's not going to be easy when you just wake up. You're all, stiff. My back's twitching right now just thinking about it. Yeah, not nice, but you do what you got to do. Got to do what you got to do. And that's what we do. She took care of me. Everybody should be taking care of their parents, man. Yeah, we got to get back to old school values. People got to teach their kid. People that want to hang out with their parents and stay with their parents. A lot of people get laughed at that, but the fact is that it's your parents. Sometimes your parents are your best friends. When they're good people, it's you don't want to leave them. You know, it's it's just it is what it is, and my dad. He was my best friend, and I miss him. It's been a couple of years, but that's just the way it is, man. That's the cycle of life. My mom, she wants to go be with my dad. She doesn't want to go to the doctor. All I could do is try and make her happy and keep her comfortable. And when she passes, she passes. That's all you could do. Make her happy, keep her comfortable, and move on. Oh yeah, no, I know. I mean, my mom's got good hospitalization and all that, but in order for her to get a nurse, she's got to want to go into the doctors or get on hospice, right? But she ain't that bad yet. Get that bad until she can't get out of bed. You know, once that happens, when she can't get out of bed and walk to the bath, I mean, we got her a walker, but people are stubborn, man. They want to keep doing it because they think they can keep doing it. They don't want to. They don't want to admit to themselves that they're deteriorating, and it's it's hard to see somebody that whether people like it or not. You could be as strong as you want right now. 10, 20 years, when you get sick or something happens and you become vulnerable, you know your sons and your grandsons and they're gonna look, they're gonna remember that. They're gonna be like, yeah, I remember my dad was my hero, and he went, he lost half his weight in 3 months. He lost 100 pounds in 3 months, dude. It was like basically 95 pounds when he died or something. So 80 pounds or something. So yeah, I mean, it just sucks to watch somebody that's your hero and he's been strong his whole life, and then all of a sudden he's weak and vulnerable. It's just a hard thing to watch, yo. Right now it's like watching a train, a head-on collision with two trains. Bam, and you can't call them and say, "Hey, you're about to crash," because She don't care. Don't give a fuck. Get out of my way. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that, Anthony. Yeah, I mean, it gets frustrating too, man. No, you know, you know, when somebody don't want to help themselves but expects you to do everything for them, it's it's frustrating. What up, Robert Pena? Good to see you, brother. Been a long time. Just chilling, smoking out, talking a little bit of Raider shit, Trying not to, let a little people sunshine in my life, let them know what's going on a little bit. Try not to, try and open a little bit to the YouTube universe for those that are here. All right, well, let's smoke. Let's smoke out. Good to see you, man. How's Dark doing, Robert? How's your nephew doing? Everybody doing good over there? I haven't seen him around in a little bit. What's the situation? What's the situation like in Colorado with the migrants, bro? Is it crazy over there? I'm about to get my shit flagged right now, yo. I'm about to shut my whole channel down. Yeah, exactly, Anthony. It is his nephew. Yep. Yeah, yeah, I bet, bro. That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to get the lowdown on it, Jack. You know me. I'm over here. I'm over here by San Francisco. It's pretty crazy over here too, bro. You know, we both live in like pretty much liberal shitholes right now. These guys are letting everybody that want to come over here. These guys in California just passed some shit yesterday, bro. That's going to give illegal migrants $150,000 first time buyer home loans interest free. What up, Frank? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for coming by and saying what's up. Yeah. But yeah, man, I bet it's kind of crazy over there. I bet. I heard they're taking over all kinds of stuff over there, Robert. No, I hear you. I'm not much of, I don't like either one of these fucking guys, bro. To be honest, I don't like anybody they're putting up. They're all in on it. It's all a scam. It's like wrestling. I don't know how anybody who's watched wrestling could tell that this politician shit's the same thing. It's entertainment value, bro. You don't have to say. Go watch, what's his name? What the hell is his name right now? I'm trying to think of that comedian's name right now. But he'll tell you. He breaks it down. It's just all a sham. It's all an illusion. Voting, all of it. These guys believe in democracy so much that no one voted for Kamala to run for to run for president to be the Democratic leader, but they believe in the democracy, right? When they're this guy's a threat to democracy. When these guys don't even follow anything democratic, fucking shit's all a joke. Jelly Roll concert. Oh, that's cool. That must have been really awesome. She must have been like, oh shit. Must have made her fucking year. Oh, Papa Roach, I remember those guys. Oh, you figured it out, huh, Robert Benny? You figured that out? That's exactly what they did. Yeah, they've been denying it the whole time. They've been denying it the whole time, saying, no, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. And all of a sudden, one signing of the pen, they want to make them all legals and let them all vote. When you get a lie, what they've done here in California, when they get their driver's license, they're automatically registered to vote. Automatically. So the Democrats are like, yeah, we're just buying votes. It's exactly what they're doing. They want to keep getting free shit. They basically replaced the black vote with the migrant vote. Basically, what they've done. And places like Chicago and everywhere else, they're starting to figure out that these guys sold them down the river. These sanctuary cities, dude. They sold us down the river. I live in a whole sanctuary state. I think you do too. My whole state is sanctuary. We can't do all ice. We're not allowed to do that. What do you mean you're not allowed to do that? Shit makes no sense. You got people committing crimes over here, and you can't kick them out. Nope. Yeah, I seen the hell yeah that. Oh shit. Well then. Yep. Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, I heard a little something about that on a little video too. I seen a little something on YouTube about it, but they're not really talking too much about it because you're going to answer any questions on that. You're pretty much incriminating yourself and what's going to happen or whatever, and no one wants to do that. So they've just been kind of like whatever. Yeah, they get, well, what they're going to do is they're going to do what they did last time in 2020. They're going to come in and they're going to roll in a bunch of votes about between 2 and 4 a.m. while everybody's asleep. And they're going to just fucking 50 million, 60 million votes came in. Trump only got 10 votes during the last 5 hours. It's amazing. Same shit that they just did. And then if you question it, you're against democracy. If you don't think it's real, you know you're treasonous. Well, they call it, or you're claiming he's illegitimate when they claim Trump the whole time was illegitimate. These guys do the same tactic all the time. Whatever they're doing, they accuse the other guys of doing it. And that's exactly what the Democrats do. Everything that they accuse the Republicans of doing, oh, Donald Trump's going to do that, going to try and put his political allies or opponents in jail. Oh, you mean like Joe Biden just did? He's going to weaponize all these guys, the FBI and the DOJ and everybody. Oh, you mean just like Joe Biden and them just did? I mean, the shit is fucking hilarious. That's exactly what you guys said Trump was going to do, but he didn't do that. But you guys did. You guys did that as soon as you got in the office. It's funny how they claim that's what Trump was going to do, but then they get in there and do the exact same thing. They do the exact same thing as they said Trump was going to do. It's fucking hilarious to me. It's the pot calling the tea kettle black. Oh shit. But it is what it is. Anyways, we can talk about something else if you want. Back to the Raiders. Hopefully, Zamir White cannot run into his players on the offensive line and get some yardage and take some pressure off of Minshew and be able to just at least get a decent amount of yards to keep the defense honest, so we can get some play action. Once we can get some play action going, we can really go down the field on them. Just that's something we got to set them up. You don't necessarily got to the pass up with the run. You can set the run up with the pass too. Stretch them out. That's what the Raiders in the 80s used to do. They'd come out the first play and they'd throw the bomb. Whether or not he caught it was irrelevant. The times that he did catch it were touchdowns. But whether or not he caught it was irrelevant. The point was that we were going to go deep. And you just had to keep that in your mind. They did that just to make sure that they knew. We can go deep on you anytime. That's pretty funny, Anthony. You call him whatever you want. He ain't going to see you. Can't do that. These guys are slandering him all. They're slandering him all over the place, dude. Ain't nobody suing anything. It's like, what's funny is they got this thing called Project Mockingbird. And I know there's only a few people on here, and that's all right. But you could obviously tell that all these TV news programs all get the same stuff from the same people because they all say the same stuff pretty much the same way. It's like, dude, it's obviously propaganda. Yeah, well, you ain't lying, but the problem is I agree, but in order to play smash mouth football, you got to stop the run. That's smash mouth football right there. You got to stop the run, and then you got to impose your will with the run. I don't think we have the running back to impose or the offensive line to impose other teams, oppose the run on other teams. But hopefully, when JPJ and Glaze, if those two can get working together or whatever, that could be a good tandem. We might be able to get some yards with those guys. But Zeus is, like I said, got to not run into his offensive lineman. Hopefully we can get some work out of that guy. I've been saying that though. Pena. You know, when I first started coming on with Ben, so I was mentioned like back in the '80s, you had to have a physical defense. That's what the Raiders are. The Raiders are a physical defense. We set the tone with the defense. It's always been that way. Then we come out and we drop the bomb on you. We pound the ball and then we throw it deep. That's fucking Raider football to the T. We punish you on defense, and then we pound the ball, and then when you come out, we throw it deep. We don't take what you give us, we take what we want. Oh, well, it's because of all this betting. That's why. Back in the day, you know what a catch was? Was 2 feet. As soon as you caught the ball and 2 feet hit the ground and you got knocked and the ball came out, that was a fumble. It wasn't an incomplete pass. They made it an incomplete pass so that they can control how many turnovers are in the game. I mean, all these rules are just so, what's funny is about the NFL is they were always against gambling and all this shit. Now they're in bid with DraftKings and all these people. It's like, oh, what's going on? Yeah, I'm telling you, the next few years, these guys are going to be running around with flags hanging off of their belts, making millions of dollars playing flag football and shit. These guys are a bunch of fucking sissies. Go watch. You want to go see some real football? Go watch some '70s football, late '60s and early '70s football, even into the '80s and even into the '90s football. Shit, even Rich Gannon got smashed on in 2000. Up until that, they didn't protect anybody until really Brady came in. They started protecting these guys, making rules. I remember when they had that weak ass in the grass quarterback shit. What really did it was the fucking when dudes smashed on Aaron Rodgers fucking uh what the fuck is that fucking clavicle or whatever, broke his fucking clavicle or whatever, and he was out for hella long and shit. You can't put your weight on the quarterback anymore. How the fuck are you gonna tackle somebody like Ben Roethlisberger or Cam Newton, dude? They're fucking 250 fucking pounds, 260, 70 pounds. They're fucking as big as linebackers. You're supposed to fucking tackle them like the fucking water boy and shit, giving them a hug and shit. The fuck? NFL makes no fucking sense. Oh, I hear you, Pena. You've got a couple of years on me. I'll be 52 in a few days. What is it right now? Oh yeah, 6 days. In 6 days, I will definitely be 52. But even see back in the day, dude, we had a good offensive line, right? We had a good offensive line. We had Cliff Branch, right? We had the big three. We had Marcus Allen. We had Cliff Branch. We had a decent quarterback with Plunkett. We had Todd Christensen, which was sick. He was fucking badass. For those who don't know, Todd Christensen was bad as fuck. Thank you, Anthony Strada. Um, you know, we got a lot of Got a lot of talent. Yep. 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 Definitely, Nick. Definitely 9/11, baby. Celebrating 48 years of remembering football. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that, brother. Just another year older and deeper in debt. That's how we do it out here. Yeah, it's a weird birthday to have, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, Jack Tatum was a safety back in the day. Hayes, Willie, old man Willie. Yeah, yeah. Dr. Death, yeah. Yep, yep. Those were the days, Frank. Those were the days. A lot of memories with those guys. A lot of a lot of days huddled around the TV, like reminiscing right now. Childhood games. Yep, Dr. Death. Yep. He was cool, man. These guys all had cool names back in the day. These guys love to play rough. They love to play physical. They knew what time it was when you were a Raider. When you were a Raider, you knew what you were coming to. You knew what was expected of you. They knew you knew how what you were expected to play like. That era, that aura, that somewhere along the line got lost, and it got lost right along around the time Eddie D and these guys. Because for me, the time where everything changed was when they when free agency started started popping, really popping. Because before that, you could lock in players in 10-year contracts and all this stuff, and you know, and you'd be able to get a team to gel because they'd be able to stay together long. That's what you needed. You couldn't just get a team to make a run at the championship in 1 year. You needed to know each other. You had to get to know each other. You had to get to know. Coaches weren't getting hired and fired every 2 or 3 years. They got a lot more time. They got a lot because they got to build their team, and to build a team takes time. It's just the way it is. People want instant gratification nowadays. It doesn't fucking work that way. Whenever you fire a coach, you lose 4 years. It's going to take you 4 years because the next coach is going to nitpick on who he wants, if he wants any of these guys on the roster, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to go ahead and get rid of who he wants and bring in his guys. Like you don't get a Gene Upshaw and an Art Shell and these guys who play it for together for 10 years, and you just don't get that anymore. These guys are rotating in and out, rotating in every year because everybody's about the money now. And then Eddie D and Al, some of these guys are buying all the talent. Jerry Jones and all these guys are buying up Super Bowls. They're willing to spend all the money, and that's why you had to have the salary cap. And then now the salary cap Before that, it was basically capitalism. It was basically what baseball is. Whoever had the most money got to buy the best talent. If you want to come play and win championships, everybody played it for the Niners in the 80s. Everybody wanted to be on the Niners because of the way Eddie Bartolo ran that team. Just the way it is. Eddie D treated his players like thoroughbreds, bro. He took care of them. He loved them. That's what you got to do. That's why all these. That's why you see all these guys around the Raiders, dude. All the Armada, all these old guys, because these guys, Al took care of these guys, just like Eddie D took care of the Niners. Eddie D took the. Every time these guys won a Super Bowl or whatever, he took the Niners to the fucking Hawaii. He fucking did all kinds of shit, bought them cars. He fucking took care of these guys, spent big money, and that's what you got to do. You give them bonuses. These guys, but now these guys play one. These guys on a 3-year, 4-year contract, and they play one hella good 1 year, and they're like, I want to change the contract. This ain't the NBA, bro. You got a contract for 4 years. Play good like that for 4 years straight, and then we talk about giving you a raise. You don't get to do it for 2 years and then come back and say, I need a raise. It don't work that way. You're signed in for 4. Well, the problem with Mark Davis is his dad didn't teach him anything about football, or he didn't want to learn anything from him. And then he just wants a plug and play thing. He wants to sit in the stands, and and have somebody else. He wants to take credit why somebody else runs the team, like Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft and Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson and Bill Walsh and Bill Walsh and Eddie D and John Madden and Al Davis with Flores. He doesn't want to be involved. He wants to be he wants to be like the like the Panthers owner, or so. He don't want to. He just wants to sit up there and watch his team win. That's all. He don't know nothing about football. He just wants to sit up pretty. Yeah, well, Jerry Jones is a smart guy. You know what else? Every seat he owns the place that builds the seats to all these stadiums, whether it's baseball or football or soccer or whatever. He builds the seats to these teams. So that's why he's always interested in getting these guys new stadiums, because he gets to sell them the fucking seats. Think about that. Yeah, they do, Anthony Estrada. Physical teams do. That's what it takes. You got to be physical. But the problem is, how physical is the NFL going to let you get? You got to, they got all these rules. Luckily, Epps got away with lacerating homeboy's kidney or whatever last year, Jefferson's kidney, when we played him. And, I'm surprised he didn't get fined for that or some shit, because these guys are all sissified now. Well, because dude, this has always been a rich man's. Al Davis was a millionaire in a billionaire's game. To be honest, he's always been the underdog. He's always been the owner with the least amount of money. It's just the way it's been. This organization has always been that until recently, until Mark decided to make the big move and make a bunch of money. But before that, just because the team is worth $6 billion doesn't mean that's what. That's what he's worth. It's his mom's team anyway. It ain't his team. He's just running it, and he ain't even doing a good job. That's like it's like your dad giving your mom and dad giving you or your mom giving you a $6 billion house and shit, and you can't keep it clean or can't keep the lawn cut, can't take the garbage out, can't fucking can't power wash the walkways and shit, can't even fucking maintain it and shit. That's what it's like to me. That's how Mark just don't know how to don't know shit. And it's sad, dude, because this regular organization, I mean, I understand it. And look, I was all for the first bringing back Gruden and bringing back the Raider Mystique because John Gruden knew what the Raider Mystique was. John Gruden loved to be a Raider. He is what a Raider is. He's a definition of that, and and I was all for that. But that's gone, and now we got it. And now we got another coach that, unfortunately, I like his energy, but a guy that runs the ball 30 times a game or whatever, that's what he says he wants to do. That's running the ball 3 times and then punting. I don't want that. I watched run 3 times and punt a bunch in the 80s, in the 90s. Yeah, well, it's funny how much not only are this is a damn fucking schoolyard game, dude. This is a kid's game. These guys are making generational wealth off of playing. Look, I understand that the whole thing has cost too much money. The whole thing has gotten way too expensive. Like, you used to be able to go to the game and shit and it'd be cool. These guys want $1,000. These guys want millions of dollars. Like, well, that's because they're getting all these. It's obviously because they're getting all these TV contracts and all this stuff, right? But it's just ridiculous to me that it's just a game. Same thing with baseball. Like this shit is just. These are just games that kids play, bro. You don't even make money out of this shit until you're a professional. Like what the fuck? It's just crazy to me. And then they make, back in the day, football players had to work 2 jobs. They'd play football and then they had to go get to work. They had to go sell cars or do another job in the off season so they can pay their bills. Like that's why everybody wanted to make the playoffs back in the days because you made an X. And if you won the Super Bowl, you won even a few $100 more, especially around Christmas time or whatever. Because it didn't run, the seasons didn't run until February like they do now. They ran until January. The early part of January, I believe. Could be wrong. It could have been like January 21st or right around there. But it was never in February. These guys got these things going pretty late nowadays. I think back in the day, the bye week was just everybody got the week off or whatever. And then they changed that up, and then everybody started getting a bye week. Can't exactly remember when they changed that. Or maybe they didn't even get bye weeks back in the day. I can't really remember. It's been a long time. Oh, you're talking about the WWE? Yeah. I don't know too much about the Vince McMahon thing, but he might have been doing the same thing that the owner over there at the Washington Redskins was doing, or whatever you want to call them. I call them the Redskins still. I like them. That's what I've always called them. That's what I'm going to continue to call them. And yeah, they had a big old scam going over there, and they just did that stuff as a distraction. They ended up it only last. They ended up having to sell the team a year after they got rid of Gruden anyway. So the distraction only worked for about a year. Basically, prostituting out his I believe it was his cheerleaders to all these older men at these events and stuff, setting them up with these old dudes. Real kind of creepy shit. I'll probably get my channel shut down for that too, but I don't give a fuck. Your boys on a roll tonight, guys. Woo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, Richard. Yeah, I know it's a couple hours ahead over there. And oh well, no, you're only an hour ahead right now, but later on you'll be up 2 hours ahead because we're gonna be going back. But you're up pretty late, man. Good to see you too, Robert Pena. Have a good day, bro. I'm glad you stopped by. Good to see you. Yeah, right on, Anthony. Have a good night, bro. Thanks for coming by, hitting the like button, coming through with your boy. And yep, the boy's gonna probably kick off here in about another 2 or 3 minutes. See what's going on. See if anybody else is in here wants to chat or wants to come through. Chop it up with your boy for a little bit. Right on. So what's going on, peoples? Yep. But yeah, hopefully our running back room is going to come together. I think our offensive line and our running back room are real weak links. On our defensive line side, I'm looking at Diablo as kind of like hopefully he doesn't get injured like he does all the time. Like he hasn't been solid. He's always injured. That guy, he's good, but injured seems to be injured every year. And the other side of Jack Jones, the number two, that's gonna be. I'm interested in seeing how that's gonna work out. See who that's gonna, because that guy's gonna probably be on an island all by himself, because they're gonna go at him a lot. And I'm also interested to see how Wilkinson plays plays for the Raiders. This is going to be his opening game. This is the first voyage in the pirate ship to the to SoFi with Anthony Pierce at the helm, captain and steering the ship, and hopefully float right on in there, get off, and pillage some chargers, and get the V, man. But in order to do that, we're going to have to stop the run because I know this guy's going to want to going to want to run the ball right down our neck. And hopefully Spillane and Diablo are ready. Because they're going to have to be. And hopefully, I think Kuntz is going to have by the way, I think Malcolm Kuntz is going to have an awesome year. And he should because they can't double team everybody. And I don't know hopefully Tyree Wilson, even though he's probably going to be a very big bust for us. Hopefully, he's going to be out there hugging these offensive linemen with these with these what are those T-Rex arms and stuff. These little offensive linemen with their little T-Rex arms. Yeah, he shouldn't be letting those guys get a hold of him. But we'll see we'll see what happens, Joe. We'll see what happens. You never know. But yeah, somebody's one of those two. They can't double team not everybody, so one of those two are gonna have to step up and get some pressure on the quarterback and get some sacks. And if that happens, we're going to be good. But if they're going to sit back there all day, it's going to be a long night. Because there's no pressure. Everybody looks like a fucking top-notch quarterback when they get 7 to 10 seconds. All right, Frank, I'll check you out later, man. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, we got, like I said, the most crucial spots, right? That are questionable on the offense. For me, it's the quarterback, the running back room, the offensive line. Everything else seems stout, but all right, Frank, my bad. Yeah, so everything else looks stout to your boy, and hopefully these questions will be answered Sunday when we play the Chargers. Minshew should be able to come out and light these dudes up. It shouldn't be very hard. They're throwing, I'm telling you, he's going to be throwing slants, posts, quarterback or running back slants out of the backfield. He's going to probably be throwing screens, hopefully some wheel routes, open up the play. I would be doing some shit, but that's just your boy. Your boy's lining up Bowers on any kind of linebacker. Any kind of linebacker is a mismatch for that. And I'm going to do that all damn night because that's what an offensive coordinator does. He finds the mismatch and he exploits it, whether it's running the ball to the left side or to the right side or down their neck, or if it's tight end, picking them apart with the tight end all night. You exploit that until they stop that, and then then where they moved from that, it's chess. It's not checkers. It's chess. This is, back in the day, the football, that's all these militant coaches like, Lombardi and Shula and Madden and stuff. They're all really was like war. These guys are basically like generals. It's basically what it was. These guys are field generals. And, it's not that. Back in the day, they didn't shake hands after the game. They walked off the field, all beat up, bloodied, hands all, faces all swollen, nose broken and shit, fingers broken, smashed, limping and shit, all fucked up. And then having to go in and practice the next day. Playing in the mud. Oh man, back in the days it's it's a shame what they've turned it into. They've taken football from its purity and turned it into this. And it's crazy. Because to me, I'd rather have it back in the day where you actually took a kickoff and returned it. Or if it was a touchback, it went to the 20. Why all of a sudden you're giving the offense to the 30 or 35 yard line or at the 25 yard line when they take a touchback? Why ain't it at the 20? Why ain't it at 15? It should be a punishment for taking the touchback. It shouldn't be a privilege. It shouldn't be a benefit. I don't understand that. Well, I do, because they don't want people to get hit. I don't understand how these guys are suing for CT and all this stuff when it's part of the hazard of the game. Like if you don't want to get brain damage, don't play in the NFL. If a boxer don't want to get punch drunk, don't be a fucking boxer. That's part. If you're a gang member And you don't want to get shot, don't be a gang member. If you're a junkie, don't do fucking junk and you won't be a junkie. If you're an alcoholic, don't drink, you won't be an alkie. I mean, it's pretty fucking easy decisions to make. Oh, exactly. That's what I was talking about earlier, Frank. That's why you know, do you? I don't know if I don't know if Antonio Pierce is or Getsy's able to make in the moment changes in the game on the sideline. Like we're going to do this and we're going to do this because they're doing that, and making adjustments right on the fly right there. And I was talking about this, we're waiting until the third quarter after halftime. Like that don't get it done anymore. Back in the day, that's what they used to do. They'd run their plays, and the first person to come out with these scripted plays bullshit, the first 15 or 16 scripted plays was Bill Walsh. He'd come out in different formations, run the same play, but in different formations and see which one you were weak in. And then he'd just run that formation against you all night until you figured it out. And then he changed it, and then he'd change it up. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I know exactly, Frank. These guys are. I mean, what if you're afraid? Like it's part of the sport, dude. Getting hit is part of the sport. I never heard Daryl Stingley complain one time about getting hit and being crippled. He didn't cry about it, and that's as big of a hit as you're gonna get right there. That guy I can't remember his name, but and the guy who lost his helmet in the Super Bowl on the Vikings when Jack Tatum knocked his helmet off of his dome, that guy didn't get up and complain about how hard he got hit. That's what you used to get. You used to get smashed. Now these guys aren't used to getting smashed anymore. They're all soft. I want to be able to spend my money that I'm making. That's what it is. These guys are soft, in my opinion. But like I said, a lot of these guys look at it as coming in and showing as a job. It's just another job. I don't care if we go to the Super Bowl. I don't even care if we win the playoffs. I don't care if we win a game. I'm making millions of dollars either way. Yeah, you got to, Frank, exactly. You got to make on the fly adjustments, in game, right now adjustments, not waiting in halftime. That's exactly correct. If you can't do it, if you can't do that, that's why I like coaches like McVay. And I think his name is Dan Johnson or something. I can't remember what the Lions coach is. I like it. I like that guy too. You know, I like guys that think that can think ahead. Yeah, no, I totally agree. That's exactly what it's for. Everybody, it's just like they try to turn it into baseball. Everybody wants to see the home run. Everybody wants to see the deep ball. Everybody wants to see the big play. Everybody wants to see the big touchdown play. It's instant gratification. Nobody wants to see the 6-3 game, the fucking the 3-3 overtime or tie game. Those defensive battle games, those used to look forward to those back in the 80s and in the 90s. You knew it was going to be a low scoring, punishing game. It was going to be physical. You knew it was going to be a physical, bloody game, and people were going to get hurt, and that was what it was going to be. There was no doubt in anybody's mind that people were going to get carted off the field, and it was going to be very physical. Go look up the 80. Go look up the Bears and Raiders game in like 84 or 85. They call it the coffin game. Like all kinds of like basically every player on the offense or defense got knocked out. It's pretty easy. They call it the coffin game. Go look it up. That's crazy. There was even the quarterback got knocked out. Can't was it remember was it what was his name? But anyways, I think he got knocked out, and they wanted Ray Guy to go in, and Ray Guy's like, "No, I'm not going in. I'm good." But that's exactly what it is. Is it's entertainment. You got it right. It's entertainment, and people bet on this entertainment though, dude. Billions of dollars. Each one of these points is worth millions, if not billions, of dollars. So how could you even trust anything that's going on? As far as reality, as far as the game being played correctly, just like wrestling. I'm not saying wrestling ain't fake. People get people get hurt for sure, but it's a predetermined outcome. They know who's going to win, unless you're Hulk Hogan and you decide to call your own shots, and you're like, "No, I'm not going to lose tonight, boys. I'm keeping the title. You're not ready for the title, brother." Yeah, that's the other thing. It's yeah, they got women and children. No, what they want, dude, is they want women's money. They want them to buy all the gear, and that's what Taylor Swift is all about, bringing in all this new blood. She brought in billions of dollars last year, dude, into the NFL, and that's equals billions of dollars in money. You know, that's they want her around. So she brings them money. It's a cash cow, whether you like it or not. She's here to stay until she's not a cash cow anymore. It's crazy, but that's how it is. It's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Yep, but that's the way it is. That's the way it goes. Right on for coming by and chilling with your boy, Frank. I appreciate that. You're coming through, having a good evening. I wonder where everybody else is at. It is kind of late. It's almost 2. Oh, it is 2 in the morning. It's almost 2:30 in the morning. It is what it is. It's all right. Got nothing else to do but come on here and talk about my favorite team, kick it with my friends. Yeah, no, I know, and I agree, but it's not. You know, back in the day, I don't. When I first started watching football, Frank, they used to have these like football was so minuscule. Like they only showed highlights. They didn't even have ESPN. They only showed highlights on like Monday Night Football from Sunday's games at like halftime. They'd have this quick little split that Howard Cosell would do, and he'd do the halftime highlights and shit, and then yeah, I remember that. I remember Dirty Dan and the Turn Out the Lights, the Party's Over song. I remember all that stuff, man. Really the golden age. Really, just like I don't know, way off topic, but yeah, it was just a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time to be a kid and watch football. You know, now it's just uh, watered down. I'm pretty much, like I said, like tag football. This reminds me of flag football when you were a kid, or tag. But yep, it is what it is, man. Well, right on, Frank. I appreciate all you guys who came by tonight, and give a shout out to my boy Benther and my boy Ready Raider Nate and my boy Jack Bauer. We'll be on tomorrow night live on the Just Win Baby podcast. You know how we do it. So go over there and check them out. And that's Raider Ben. And we'll be over there. Raider Ben 2.0 is this channel. Go check him out. It's YouTube. Go subscribe. Check out some of his cool content. He makes Raider content all day, every day, pretty much. Not all day, but he's on YouTube every day making content right now because it's season. And go enjoy yourselves. He's an entertaining guy. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. See you later, Frank. I appreciate you, bro. Good night, man. Raider.